and welcome to another episode of the Primer Podcast. My name's William.
And this is Davis, and we're at the Satellite Studio in North Long Beach, California.
Absolutely. Got our hands dirty today. Well, more you than me.
Well, that's all right.
It was kind of a one-person type of job.
Yeah, kind of.
The job being front disc conversion on the Mustang, four-lug drum to 5-lug disc.
Right.
And thanks to Stainless Steel Brake Company.
I want a special thanks to Ray Gorman from Stainless Steel Brake for helping me out with those brakes.
We only did one side. You're on your own for the second side.
Right. I figured do the second side myself, and then we'll do a video on the master cylinder replacement. Upgrading from regular drum brakes to a power boosted dual reservoir, master cylinder and brake pedal. Because
that car needs a dual.
Yeah, you'll need to do a upgraded power assisted master cylinder. So that's part of the kit.
But like we were talking about earlier, every part was there in the kit. Every part fit. Everything went pretty much how it should. Exactly like what the directions said to do. Just followed the directions and it all just went the way it should.
Yeah, the only problem was if they gave you a little notice of your required tools, the 1 1/4 inch socket for your
the retaining
spindle nut, right?
Because that has a specific torque on it for the bearings,
right?
To get them to seat in the right way, torque them down, backed them out, retorqued. I'm guessing that.
Yeah, I mean, basically what you're doing, you're applying a lot of force on it initially, and then you're turning the rotor as you're doing it. Then you back it off, and then you retorque it again, and then you
so that the bearings.
Yeah, they seat right.
Exactly.
Basically, seat up.
They
in the
get
races.
right into where.
Yeah,
if you could see my hands, you would know what I'm saying. So, few hours, not a bad job.
No, not bad. I think probably more time spent breaking free that existing brake line from the brake hose.
Yes,
that can be a little bit of a problem. So,
especially since it's been on there for a long time.
It's been on there for a while. It's not super old, but it's been on there for a while.
And the hard line was a little bit rounded.
Yeah, the nut on there is didn't really want to come out. So,
but
once it did, I mean, everything else was moving along pretty good. So,
right, and that's not at the fault of SSBC.
No, it's nothing to do with it.
That's the way the car was.
It's just you taking off old parts.
Exactly. So the next step in this whole process is do the other side, then the master.
Right.
And then engine.
As far as the project, possibly. I might jump over to the rear end because the drive shaft's out. I'm not sure if I'm going to get leaf springs or not, but I'd kind of like to get all the wheels gone.
Okay.
And that might be the next step, and then between that I can work on the engine because it gets dark now. So by the time I get home from work, it's no party crouching down, working in the dark and setting up lights and.
But you could tool on the engine,
right,
on a stand in the garage.
Exactly. So
makes sense.
Jump back and forth. So
any word on that 302?
No, you see the piston and the rod still sitting there. That's the not so happy one. I've got to basically break out the whole bottom end and replace. See what other damage there is, if any, and see how bad the scoring is on that number 5 cylinder. And what I'll probably do is just hit it with a honing a cylinder bore hone tool and deglazing stone, and then probably just clean all the pistons, replace one, put new rings in them, and then new bearings, of course. And I think that's my path of least resistance. And I still got to call my mechanic, find out about the heads. He hasn't called me, so I was looking at.
And that's all in your spare time when you're also laying down vinyl floor in the house.
I got another two more sections. I got
a real job.
Yeah, I got a full-time job, and then I'm doing flooring. Promised the wife new flooring and finish the cabinet doors by Thanksgiving. So between that and
that and basically our brand new website.
Hey, yeah, man.
You've totally reworked.
It's all totally new, man.
Not every single page has been fully tweaked, but
yeah, it's got a different look.
Yeah,
they all have a different look.
Whole different look.
Content might be similar with some of those older pages, but we're working on it. Obviously, not a high priority on some of that stuff, but whole new look. All the posts are categorized. You can just listen to podcasts. You can just look at videos. You can check out just stuff on the truck, which we'll get to later, and also like Project Nickel and Dime on the Mustang, and event coverage. Not to mention photos. I finally got the listener ride photo gallery going, so check that out. It's pretty cool, and it's a little.
Take a picture of your car. We'll put it up.
Yeah, you could just take a picture on your phone and email it to us at primerpodcast@gmail.com, or you can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. I'm starting to get going on Twitter. And also new, probably I'd say for our first newsletter, hopefully by 2015 here, pretty quick. So sign up on our website. It's free, and we'll get a subscribed newsletter going and some promotional items as well. So it's free.
Go to the homepage, primerpodcast.com, and it's down at the bottom.
Way down at the bottom.
Just need to put in your email.
Yep.
You'll get a confirmation. No spam.
No spam.
It'll be just us. We're still in the works with this, but I'm guessing maybe once a month.
Oh yeah, I think once a month is fine.
I think that's more than reasonable.
What's the reward for work, William?
Reward satisfaction?
More work.
Oh. So that stuff's coming up which is all good stuff for us. Good stuff, good content. It just overall looks so much better.
It works better too. It flows better. It looks better, and the more options to read things, watch videos. We also got write-ups on some of the events from the blog section underneath some of these events. So lots to check out. So.
And speaking of stuff to check out, October seems like a pretty light month.
It's not.
I mean, as far as like events.
Next week is, Gene Winfield's open house on October the 11th from, I think it's from 9 to 6 or 10 to 6 out there.
In the middle of nowhere?
Yeah, literally in the middle of nowhere. A lot of history out there for dry lake bed racing, but Rosamond area.
Not happening this year.
I can't do it, man. I got too much stuff going on.
Oh,
I'll be laying linoleum.
I hear you.
So, and I want to get going on the car. So,
I am so far behind on everything, and I seem to be taking on more.
Yeah, that's the reward for work.
I will be taking the motorcycle in one of these weekends.
As soon as you get your truck back.
Yeah, as soon as I get my truck back.
I'm thinking it's an intake gasket, man. Did you put that in? That intake?
Yeah.
Oh, you did do it. Okay. That's the one I gave you, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the one from the Ranchero? The Performer 390?
Yeah, that was years ago.
Oh, so you oh, okay. Yeah, you're right, huh?
Now,
probably a good 10 years?
Probably.
Yeah, it'd have to be, huh? No, you did pretty good with those gaskets. I'm guessing it's an intake gasket.
Okay, so
And if it's those Felpro ones, man, bad news.
So basically, what do you think that's related to my radiator hose popping off the other day?
Well, was it overheating?
It was not overheating. It got okay. I drove it a lot that day, and of course it was hot. A hot day.
Right.
Drove it to work, over to the Apple Store, Rite Aid, and then home. And right as I was turning on my street, just heard a loud pop, and then some coolant splashed up on the windshield. So I drove it about a block.
You got coolant on the windshield?
Yeah, because the when I opened it up, the upper radiator hose was not connected to the radiator.
Okay,
So it popped off. Fluid went out the front of the car.
Oh.
And I was driving.
So you were driving, and so it came back like a windshield washer kind of thing.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. So, I've forgotten about that. Yeah, now that would explain something else. Yeah.
So then Friday, but
your cooling system, something's going on there. Because you got a top hose that comes off. You put the hose back on, tighten it back up.
Filled it up with water. And then I didn't drive it until this morning. No, I take that back. I just drove it to work and back, which
wasn't very far.
Was less than a mile each way.
So there's something going on. It's pressurizing somewhere, maybe.
So this morning,
that's weird.
Going out to do my errands, when your vehicle is just not
doesn't feel right.
It's not right.
Yeah, right.
So I got a mile or so out, and I did I'm turning it around. Like something's not right. I don't want to get stuck. Look down. My temperature gauge is up. It was up to 180, which the truck, because it's got that big old radiator and no heating system. The thing just is always ran cool. And so it looked, it was running 180. I'm like, okay, keep my eye on this. Make sure I don't overheat. And after one or two stop signs, you look in the rearview mirror and there's that white smoke coming out of the exhaust. So to me, I immediately went to head gasket.
I had that happen in the Ranchero. It was the intake gasket. Totally evident right when I pulled the intake off. So, and that's in the gasket area around those the water passages. It was just all distorted and didn't look like happy. Right, it was over. Right, and then there was coolant sitting there, so it's like,
well,
that's my guess. But it's I've never had a radiator hose pop off, so
I've never even heard of that before.
I mean, you're running a thermostat. Not unless you've got something that's plugged up. But that doesn't sound right either. I mean, and you're not losing coolant out of the side of a block. You're not losing coolant. That's a newer radiator too, isn't it?
Right. Less than a year. Well, I got it rebuilt.
Right, you got to record. So that thing's new. I mean, even if it's 2 years old, it's still new. But and then See, the thing with cooling system, it goes to the next weakest link. So, T-stat, what else? Radiator cap. Nah, I don't know. But my guess is it's a intake.
Okay. So,
best case scenario.
Going to my mechanic was actually closer than going home.
Well, that's when you know you're lucky.
So, babied it over to the mechanic, which a few blocks. I mean, like
Yeah, no traffic and just
right.
other than you just being pissed.
Because it's an FE. If it is a head gasket, they have to take the intake off to get to the head gasket.
Right. They'll know, man.
So when they take the intake off, they'll see it. You know, honestly, I didn't even pop the hood. I just drove to the mechanic.
You didn't even pop the hood. Wow.
Threw the keys in the mailbox.
I'd have to, man.
And called the wife. You know, it's Sunday. It's hot. I've got electricians coming to work on my house for the next 5 days.
We could have swapped out that intake, man. I tell you, I've done it. It's not pretty. You spend more time scraping gasket surfaces than anything else.
I just didn't want to deal with it. You know, it's like,
pulling the rocker assembly off and all that.
You know,
Pull the distributor. It can be done.
oh yeah,
I could have done that.
I put it on.
Yeah.
You know, put one on the Galaxy. You know, it's
Yeah, but the truck is
truck's pretty
just
easy
has
to
the
work
real
on.
estate, man.
You know, except that it's the engine sits a little bit high.
Well,
But
it's a little deep. So, okay.
So taking off the old, you know, the old heavy boat anchor one.
Oh, that was a pain.
Oh,
I've been there. 80 pounds.
You know, as you're reaching up and over into the engine,
Yeah.
rather than like a lower car, you know, where you have some leverage. So the truck's in the shop. We'll see what they say.
Intake gasket.
Okay.
I win.
I'll find out how much they'll charge me to adjust the brakes that I've been talking about doing for the past
I totally
3
forgot
weeks.
about that.
You know, it's not bad. It's just now's the time to do it before I get used to it this way. You know, and then
Just back out the little turn wheel, man.
you know, parking in my neighborhood.
Sucks.
Right.
Okay.
You saw where I parked last weekend.
Right.
I'm not dragging my floor jack, you know, that far.
In the driveway.
Suppose I could.
One axle at a time.
Jacking up the rear is pain. Because it's a long bed.
Oh, that's right. So you get that. That's where you realize, dang, jack handle's too short.
Yeah.
Get the throw. You do that. You do like that.
The baby
3
bounce.
inches. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I've got a China's finest bumper jack. That thing's kind of scary.
I've used one before, and I'm not a fan of those, man.
Just
The footprint, you know, it's like a 6x6 square, and I
Right,
can't just
and-
imagine
and-
doing it on the side of a road,
right, and you can.
because it's the side of the
It
road means
wobbles.
it's like on the side, right? It's not level.
Yeah,
It's
it's a little dicey.
a whole lot of dicey.
Yeah. So Gene Winfield's coming up in Saturday the 11th. Then we've got the NMCA Drags Saturday the 25th in Fontana.
And autocross.
Ooh, autocross too?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't.
Nice World Finals.
Okay, I haven't looked it up, but
Hopefully the weather will dip down a bit. It'd be perfect.
and we've got passes for that, which means
Yeah.
good photos
man.
and good videos. You know, nothing from the stands.
What's that?
That's what we used to have to do.
That's where people go to sit. Right.
That's what we used to have to do.
We don't sit.
So we'll be
all right.
working that show for some content. And speaking of content, last weekend, Japanese Classic Car Show.
Man, 10th annual. That was something else. Yeah, man, that was a lot of cars, man. A lot of motorcycles, a lot of Japanese bikes there. Or no, I shouldn't say a lot. I mean, there was at least 2 that I remember that I don't remember the names of now, but it was like a couple of marks or models, makes.
That whole show is.
I was just like, what is this?
That's what I'm constantly saying at that show, with the exception of like your Celicas and.
Yeah, but even those were like, you know, the vintage, the original 70s
Right.
blue plates.
You know,
faded paint.
but there's so much of that Japanese stuff. You just like, what is this?
Right.
You know, it's cool. I dig it. But you know, we gotta brush up on our history on this for the next time we go, so that way we can say, oh, you know, make that extra connection. Say, okay, was it Lady Bird?
Step it up a notch, huh?
The Lady Bird was, you know, between this year's and right-hand drive, left-hand drive,
Bluebirds and Fair Ladies and Bluebirds. Right?
Okay.
I think Bluebirds are right-hand drive.
Yep.
See, 510, 610, 710. Right-hand drive, 4 doors. Yeah, man, there's all kinds of different scenarios for those things, different models. I mean, then you get into 2 doors, 4 doors, and then there were the imports. There were some import Hondas there too. There were like mid to late 60s Hondas. Cool little cars. They looked like an MG or a
Sprite.
coupe. Yeah, like a Sprite. It was even like a scaled down Jaguar, you know, the E-Type. Really cool stuff, man. That was probably one of my favorite picks. But I'm always the Skylines, man. Those things are killer. I dig those cars. But yeah, 510.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get to.
Man.
Those Datsun 510s are just
awesome.
They're growing on me.
And then there was even a few Crowns too, which are kind of like the import car too, as well. That are, I think, were right-hand drive, but they have kind of a wacky body style, and you're like, what is that?
And especially since, like,
And a lot of rotaries,
you know, a couple weekends ago,
Mazdas.
we saw some of these types of these body styles racing.
Oh yeah, Coronado, man. We didn't,
Exactly.
That's right. We didn't talk about that.
Yeah, we did.
We did?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I don't remember.
I'm sure.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we talked about it last time.
Oh. Okay.
I'm pretty sure of it.
I know, but I don't think we did.
I'm sure. Yes, we did. We talked about that Porsche getting there.
Oh, okay.
Talked about, you know, the long drive. We talked about the traffic.
Okay.
We talked about how difficult it is to get on a base, on a naval base, if you're not on the list.
If you're not on the list, man. See you in 2016, man. Jeez. Painful.
And we talked about that. You know, that's going to be one of our every other year shows.
Every other year shows. There we go.
Just like Gene Whitfield.
Yeah.
Every other year.
Cruising for a Cure.
Cruising for a Cure, Japanese classic car show. You know, just can't do everything all the time.
Nah, I got other stuff to do, and then it gets,
You know, well, and
change it up.
Wings, Wheels, and Rotors is coming up too.
Oh yeah, it's in October the 26th.
Well, it's the day after racing.
Right, 26th.
Yeah, so it'd be the 26th.
Right.
That's a cool little show, but
I'd rather go see some racing, man.
yeah, exactly. And you know, we've been to the Wings, Wheels, and Rotors for
Like 3 years.
You know, at least the past 3 years in a row. What's the other air show that we haven't been to for?
That's the one in beginning of May. It's the thinking something out in Chino. I forget the name of it specifically.
Plains of Fame.
Plains of Fame. Thank you. That's a great.
That's a really
all
good one.
World War II stuff, man. Tons of World War II stuff, reenactors and displays, and they have. But it's not just static though. They got out there moving around on the dirt with their tanks and jeeps and trucks, and then they have planes and
the planes. They
continually moving.
Just keep
man.
them rolling.
Just bitchin' planes, man. Rotary engines, the inlines, the Allisons. Oh, it's killer. Just bring some sunscreen and a chair. Yeah, dig it. Maybe next year for that. Oh, but next year, man, it's just like we got. Maybe we'll try Sonoma, it's Monterey, concours or check out some other stuff, and maybe we'll get to Bonneville. Bonneville got postponed this year due to rain. So then there's El Mirage that we can still check out. I also have an event coming up in this month too. I forget which weekend it is, but
we're getting stuff done.
I'll be laying linoleum.
But back to the Japanese classic car show.
Yeah.
Pete Brock,
man.
John
Morton, right.
BRE Racing. They had a new car out there.
71 Datsun Z.
I don't know.
Cool.
It
didn't sound so happy, but it was cool.
Yeah.
It sounded like an old car.
Some loose belts.
Yeah.
Didn't fire right up. And this was supposed to be the big media unveiling.
I was there.
Which, all they did was just pull back the car cover and start it up and drove it into place. But they were there signing autographs. Autographs for free, but they're selling the posters for like $20. Cool posters, but I was like, I don't have a lot of wall space left in the garage. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, and then because as you mentioned, it's getting dark earlier now.
Yeah. Back to the Pete Brock though, man.
Okay.
A little history on that guy was he was from the Bay Area grew up there as a kid, and he was really into racing and roadsters and whatnot, and decided to drive.
He was inspired by one of his neighbors,
right? Who had like an MG or I forget
some
what kind
little
of
sports car.
some British sports car roadster kind of thing,
and like take him out in it every once in a while.
Right. And so he finally got a little bit older, and he got down to decided to go down to Pasadena and check out the art center down there. And they asked him, he just showed up, and they asked him for a portfolio, and he didn't know what that was. And so they said, well, you have to have some, show us some skills.
Some examples.
Yeah, examples of what you can do. And so he basically went out to the parking lot and drew on some scrap paper and went back and said, here's my stuff. And nobody let him in, they accepted him. And he was at Art Center for, I don't know, maybe a year. And then he got picked up by GM, back east to go do some design work. He was 19 years old.
Jeez.
But what's interesting, though, is he also entered a 1946 or 48 Ford convertible into the Oakland Roadster Show, I believe in, what year was that? Early 50s, late 50s? I can't remember. Yeah, exactly. But I did some little reading up on that, and I found pictures of it through the Customorama website. But he had painted the car white and put blue stripes down the center of it, front to back. And it looks odd. It looks totally odd. And you go, wow, that's different. He got an award for it. And then jump ahead 10 years, and next thing you know, he's working for Carroll Shelby, and lo and behold,
here come some stripes.
Here comes those blue stripes on the 65 Mustang Fastback, and it totally works. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. So a lot of cool history with him as far as design work, and him being an entrepreneur and doing his own thing and getting into hang gliding and whatnot. And he's one of those guys you could tell you read more and more about. You're like, wow, it really, business sense, has skill, good with people, has an idea, and follows through with everything, and is successful. I was just like, wow. But him crossing paths with John Morton was also with Carroll Shelby and their driving school. So.
And John Morton is his driver.
Right. Or BRE back in the day in the probably late 60s, I would say early 70s, when they really took off with the Datsuns. So it was really cool to see both of them, and a little bit of history there. So, domestic guys who race imports, that's pretty cool. So,
have you ever used a pressure washer?
Yeah, I love those things, but I just can't bring myself to buying one and owning it. But it's like one of those things, if I'm going to borrow it 3 times, I should own one. Because when I get behind the gun on one of those, it's just like, what else can I do?
Oh, yeah.
Sidewalks, the house, not just engine compartments. It's like, well, I'm firing it up and I'm wheeling it around. And,
well, my boss bought one.
Shooting stuff everywhere. And
he spent like over $1,000 on a good one.
Jesus, man, really? Well, all right.
Honda engine.
I was going to say, yeah, it's fully...
Oh, of course, check this. He ordered it through Home Depot.
Okay.
They delivered it to the store, then we went and picked it up.
Yeah.
That was a whole hassle with it. So. And
is it like a 5-horse with the 3 pneumatic wheels on it? And
it's 2 wheels.
Oh, okay.
It's a good one.
Yeah. It's solid, right?
Yeah. This is not like your homeowner.
Yeah, right. It's got like a big gun on it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, those are awesome, with the spray tips that you can change.
5 different tips.
Yeah, awesome.
Because
yeah, oh man.
Okay, so we finally got it, to the house, and you were like, all right,
could have used that a couple weeks ago.
It was like, ready to play.
Clean out the engine of the Mustang.
New toy.
They got a transmission; it can be washed.
And we couldn't get this thing started. Just like
getting the workout,
pull after pull after pull.
Did you prime it?
Oh,
did you read the directions?
Step by step.
Did you put gas in it?
Did everything. We found a repair shop relatively close,
right?
And brought it over to the guy, and the thing's full of oil. Because they're shipped UPS and doesn't have this, this end up, and so they get turned over.
Oh,
and all the oil goes down in through the engine. So
the pain of not printing the right carton for a box.
So us, spending an hour and a half trying to get this thing started.
Right.
With the occasional chug.
Right, it isn't a 2-stroke, bro.
I mean,
wow, that sucks.
But now the problem's solved. Just one easy pull.
Killer.
We power washed the entire property.
right,
from top to bottom.
Right. I love that, dude. It's just like you tense up when you pull the trigger. It's like, here it comes, and it's just like, just starts pulling up on you. And you're like, dang, yeah, dude.
It makes you take a step back.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa. So
clean those grout lines and all that cement and tile and all that junk and under the eaves of the house.
Right. So he got up on the ladder and did all the ladder work. And then I did all the down below stuff. Man, I was drenched.
Oh yeah, but it was like 100 degrees.
Oh, it felt so good.
Right.
Spraying up.
Yeah.
No matter.
Doesn't matter what angle you're getting. You're getting wet. Yeah.
Wet and dirt and it was.
Yeah, those things are awesome. What else can I clean? Because I rented one of those and it's just. I still got an hour. Like I gotta start cleaning stuff.
Yeah. So. Keep that in mind that I do have access to one.
Like I said, we could have used that when we pulled the engine out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I had that same problem, though, with the oil and the gas. I had trouble starting the lawnmower and took it to the lawnmower shop, and the wife picked it up, and she said, yeah, there was oil in the gas. And I had to think about it, and I'm like, who used the mower last? It wasn't me. leave it to a 14-year-old to put some oil in the gas.
At least he was aware that.
But I was kind of like,
some
I
things
showed him,
do.
it's just like, this is where you check the oil. The oil has the dipstick. You don't have to check it that often, maybe once a month. The gas, though, it's a good idea to check it every time, because when you're mowing at least once, twice a week, probably a good idea. Yeah.
Remember that talk we had about the California gas tax?
Are you talking about the road usage tax?
Okay.
SB 1077. I did some more reading up on that.
Governor Brown
He
signed it.
signed it last week. They're going to go ahead with a pilot program and start it out with a unnamed city. They haven't determined what city is going to start with it. But their plan is to... I guess you know what I'm going to say, right?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I was hoping that you knew something
okay.
about
You're
it.
leading it in. All right. So, yeah, they are going to determine a city to do this experiment with, and then by 2016, they hopefully will implement a regulatory program to check your mileage. And they want to do this across the nation. So, by 2025, there's the so-called gas tax is going to be simply a road usage tax clear across the board. But don't hold your breath, William.
Oh, I'm not.
I mean, your
It's California.
gas-guzzling Galaxy in the truck and our high-performance vehicles that just love gas all day long, the price of that gas isn't going to go down. Okay? It'll still be $5 by the time that rolls out. So it'll be $5 for your gas for a gallon, and then you'll get to pay extra for your road usage fee.
Exactly.
So the people who are screwed are the ones who live in the Inland Empire in our area here in California. People who have to drive longer distances to get to basic services. That's what sucks.
That and
So being in a rural
UPS.
area, what?
companies like UPS,
Oh, well, yeah, you're paying
FedEx,
for shipping. Anytime someone's got to use the road. So
post office.
post office has got their own problems, but I hear you.
Okay, but I mean, they rely on driving,
Yeah, I mean, right.
and driving uses gas.
Right. The more, that's hand in hand with technology. That's towards the end. You know what I'm saying?
And
They're gonna get
this is a very basic scenario.
they're gonna get their tax dollars out of you.
Let's say a delivery service, like UPS.
Jesus, think about your pizza delivery.
Okay.
Get it at home.
But what I'm afraid of, because this is how California seems to work, let's say you have a private business that relies on delivery service.
Well,
When it gets to the point where they're spending too much on fuel,
right. It's called overtaxation, man.
and then they look at Southern California and say, "Well, we're getting burned.
It's easier not to do it anymore.
Either not to do it, or Arizona doesn't have this.
Right.
Nevada doesn't have this. Let's take this business concept, this model, and bring it somewhere else."
Take it another step, though, on the side of that. I mean,
And that's your pizza delivery as
yeah.
well. People will say, well,
We don't
that
do that
service is
anymore.
no longer available.
Right. Or they're just going to raise the price of your
Or rather than
your
that
pie.
$1 delivery charge,
it's
you're
going to
looking
be
at
like $3. But, and then there's also the guys who are still, your outside sales guys who spend a good part of their week driving around checking their accounts.
oh yeah.
They're on the road. So
they're paying.
I mean, they usually, in most cases, they get some kind of allowance for gas and travel. But now that allowance is going to be even, probably twice as much. So that comes back to the company. You know what I'm saying? So is it cheaper to have another salesperson inside a smaller area or is it, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's going to come down to dollars and cents.
Right.
That's all it's going to be, in dollars and cents and coverage and minimizing travel. Because the big plan is for, the people who make these decisions, I think, sometimes get confused. They want to concentrate people into the cities, have them use public transportation to get to and from work. But a lot of people can't afford to live in the city, or they don't want to.
Mm-hmm. Especially, let's say it's an impacted city.
Right.
San Francisco comes to mind. There's a lot
but
of people.
San Francisco, the Bay Area has many modes of public transportation.
Right. They have the infrastructure.
Right.
So that was a bad example.
LA doesn't. They ripped it all apart in 1950. So, yeah, you're screwed. I mean, at what point is it not worth it because you're being overtaxed? I mean, it's a slow strangulation, man. So.
Well, on happier notes, as for the brick and mortar type guy, got an email from Tony Colombini yesterday.
How's he doing?
Seems like he's doing pretty well. Seems like he's doing very well. To quote him, Blacktop Depot is going gangbusters.
That's terrific. So, yeah. Automobilia, vintage, everything and anything related to motorcycles, bicycles, cars, that kind of stuff, right?
Right. So
consignment shop.
Do that quick little
antiques.
Google Blacktop Depot.
Right. Orange Circle.
Hit video.
Right next to CW Moss.
Right. Hit video. Tony's got a couple videos up about the shop.
Cool.
Our video's up there about the shop and kind of get a feel for it.
Awesome.
And they've even expanded.
Upstairs? Or all the whole floor? And
well, it's only been like 3 months.
Yeah, I'd say maybe 2.
Well, they've expanded into that back room.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
A lot more collectibles, a lot more books.
Oh, there you go.
Posters. Upstairs is the Tiki Attic. Vintage clothing.
Velvet paintings.
The clothing's more men's, apparently.
Private bar.
Oh, that'd be nice. Get a Hawaiian ale.
Room.
A nice fruity.
Do they have like fruity ale?
Fruity Hawaiian ale.
Oh man! As long as they have the AC going, man, I think they're doing all right.
Right. So he's been focused on that. So not too much of an update on the bad bike build.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking about that because his deadline's coming up again here in December.
Everyone likes a deadline.
Yeah. Put the screws to it. Things get happen. Things get done. So yeah, that'd be cool. We should check that out though. And when that whole gathering and the event comes together, we should check that out.
Oh, so, definitely. We'll be there, Tony. Don't worry.
Put in another one of my $20 bills in for the raffle.
Yeah. Oh, and he's also looking for more people to consign with.
Right.
More space, more people.
We all have stuff. And when you want to get rid of stuff and you're local, go to Blacktop Depot.
And if you're not local and you want to sell stuff over the internet, there's always junkyardfind.com.
Way to go, man. I've still got my stuff there.
I've got stuff on there too. Let's see. That's all I got.
Is that all you got?
Oh, SEMA. SEMA's coming up.
Any word from Colby Martin on the SEMA Action Network? How's he with this coupe? No word on the coupe, huh?
Nope, I haven't emailed him.
Oh, okay.
You know the guy's got to be super busy.
He's got to be swamped by now.
Because
SEMA's coming up in 5 weeks. Yeah, about that, huh?
Wow. Yep, about a month.
Yeah, about a month from now. Yeah, a month from now. Give us 4 weeks, man.
So he's got to be pretty active with just getting that going.
Yep.
And then I haven't fully looked into it, but there's the SEMA Ignited on Friday.
That's the from 4 to 10 p.m. Man, I'm telling you, that's like the wrap up of wrap ups for the whole SEMA week. And from what I remember, there was, I don't know if it's the same group or what, but organization or who sponsored Optima Battery, they had some sort of kind of like drifting / autocross out there outside of Vegas. And they'd only been doing it, they just started doing it, but it gets bigger every year. And I read about it last year, and I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. But then I saw the dates, and I was like, Friday, I'm just dead. So tired. But, SEMA Ignited, yeah, I mean, I can't do another day, man.
Oh, no, I hear you.
10 o'clock to 4 to 10, and a 3-hour drive home, 3.5. Useless.
I hear you. But just wanted to toss that out that he's...
Yeah, but there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, they're really promoting, they're really pushing that, so...
wish him all the best with that.
Yeah, man. If we had someone to sponsor us or pay us to go cover it, that'd be awesome. I'd do it.
You push yourself, but other
Heck
than
yeah, but yeah,
that's
dollars and cents. We're not doing it.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna be there for Monday
to Thursday. There you go.
Which, that's missing work as it is.
Yep. Dollars and cents.
Exactly. But we've got interviews with Colby.
Right, Monday.
So Monday, we'll hear straight from him.
Right.
Exactly what's going on and
it'll be
what
cool
to expect.
Catch up, man.
Yeah.
Action
Good
Network
guy.
and find out what is going on with this hot rod. So that's cool.
Yeah. And for to say before, SEMA Action Network.
It's free. Find out what's going on with the local laws, man. Get involved with your state.
Like this California thing that we were talking about. That's how we found out about it.
Start getting under somebody's skin. Speaking of getting under the skin, keeping it local here is the Port of L.A. I haven't heard anything else lately with Project Street Legal and the Terminal Island Raceway. Check it out on Facebook. We got some videos. Even I took the 3 minutes to get up in front of some strangers and start talking. And, there's some good potential there, but I have a feeling that it's gonna need some more people behind it. So check it out.
At least sign the petition.
Yeah, it's free. It's easy. It takes 2 minutes. So we'll keep you up to date on that.
And then we've got an interview with eStop.
Right, I think his name's Jonathan Mills.
They do these really cool, obviously an e-brake, but it's like a push button.
Right. I have a feeling it's is it electronic, and then ties in with some sort of hydraulic.
It ties into your existing cables.
So it's something that's engineered but convenient and easy.
Right.
He did get an award for that last year at SEMA.
So let's say you're doing a custom build.
Yeah, say you're working on like a, I don't know, late 60s something truck, full-size car, resto mod, big wheels.
And you don't want that big unsightly
e-brake. I kind of like those though.
Okay. The ones
but I think the other angle is that you can use it for security.
Security, because you can put the button anywhere in the cab.
You can make it look like anything. Right, exactly. Make it look like anything, anywhere.
You can put it like in the dashboard.
Right, like a kill switch.
Not the dashboard.
In the glove box or something?
Box. Yeah.
Under the dash, right.
And, it's like...
It's kind of hard to move a car that's, basically locked up.
Right. So, we got an interview with them. Plus, they've got that crazy electric car.
Right. A crazy electric car.
And...
But speaking of electric cars, though, they're not exempt for road usage tax, okay?
They're not?
No, because they're using the road.
All right.
So whether you have a solar panel on top of your car, it doesn't matter. Go green and keep paying the green.
Well, that's what some of the opponents were saying. Is like, well...
what's the point of having...
Right. Why should we be investing this technology into higher miles per gallon cars, and alternative fuels, if the fuel's not being taxed like it, if the whole system's been
But then they'll
changed.
come back with the argument saying, well, we're using less natural resources, your oil. But so they got to get the money out of you. But I'm still telling you, right now, in October 2014, that the price of gas will not go down. Okay, it's not going to happen.
It's not going to go down.
It's not going to happen. You just pay more.
And when,
You pay more, you get less.
when was the last time the price of cigarettes went down?
See, exactly.
Same type of thing.
Isn't tobacco a byproduct of nature?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's that sin tax.
All right, that tax.
And
What did
then
they say? Was it Ben Franklin? Death and taxes?
get you. And then Meridyne at SEMA.
Yeah, Meridyne high performance fans. CJ Clayton. Interesting. I'm going to get the inside scoop on what to look for an electric fan for a car. I mean, I had a
Lots of people do it.
good conversation with him about it, but it's usually an afterthought after you've built everything in your car, whether it's a truck, van, pickup truck. I mean, it's just you think about that last.
Well, that's like
Conversions. Say you put an LS engine in an early model car. It's like, how much space do I have left, and what can I do? That's usually what it comes down to.
that's what the fan man was telling us about.
He was telling us the same thing, right? I mean, but
The
very close hand in hand with the radiators and right, your whole cooling system.
You
like
have
we were
to
talking
look
about
at
earlier,
it as a system.
as a system, right? They have to talk to each other and they have to work together. And
It's not just one part.
no, it's.
They all work.
But then, yeah, exactly. And then the other
So
thing
when you
too
start
is
changing stuff from the original design of the engine
you
setup,
go big
you
aluminum
have
radiator.
To look at.
Is it a dual fan, single fan?
So don't forget about the cooling system when you're planning
Is it
your
a pushing
project.
fan? Is it a pulling fan? They'll use a shroud.
I installed a fan yesterday.
Yeah, but it's for your house.
That was for my house,
But it's the same idea, though.
exactly. In
You're
this case, I'm pulling the air out
You're
of my
pulling
attic.
air, but you're removing hot air. So, ventilation system. Same principles. Heat rises, heat expands. So, yeah, that'll be cool. I want to learn more about electric fans. So, the other thing about electronics, though, is kind of like the amperage rating on a saw. How much power does it use? How much amperage do you need? Can my system handle it?
Mm-hmm.
So, you just things to think about. So,
Exactly. So on that note, I think our next recording will probably be next weekend.
probably see where we're at with the Mustang.
See what happens with the truck.
Intake manifold gasket.
Maybe we'll do the master cylinder next weekend.
All right. Probably Sunday, because I be laying the noise.
Good times. So until next time, which will be probably next week.
Next week, yeah.
My name is William.
This is Davis.
Don't skip on the line.